Well, since Red's not here, the only other Nintendo fan of caliber is Justin here.
Jaydeepunk 97 back in the cut after like a couple months hiatus, whatever. Um, but it just caught me off guard with this Nintendo Direct thing. I honestly thought it was going to be low caliber, and it really wasn't. It's it's actually interesting. Could I have your input, David, about how
Yeah.
you felt about it?
So I didn't catch a whole lot. I just got the highlights from Thurman as we were going along. So
Yes.
I'm sitting here reading the live update article, and holy shit.
All right, I want to discuss one thing that I found very ingenious by Nintendo and how they can incorporate this $20 membership for a year, correct?
That's what it's looking like it's going to be right now.
Okay,
And
okay. So when I seen Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles being remastered, they did
mhm.
it in the most devious but intelligent way possible to make it worth your money. And that was to add an online feature to it, which it
Mm,
technically did in the original GameCube version, but it was only local, four controllers, that was it.
yep.
So seeing these old games come back from the GameCube and utilizing that local play, but instead of it being local play, it's now being inherited by online. It gives it a little bit more juice for these GameCube games. And I actually really like that because I have never played Crystal Chronicles with people online because we didn't really have that stance of technology back then. We had like
Well,
what do we
Nintendo
have?
didn't.
Yeah, Nintendo didn't have this stuff, and I believe they had like LAN or something. I don't know.
There was some sort of adapter on the GameCube, and you took off one of the bottom plates.
Oh, you remember when you could, it was so fucking stupid where you take another GameCube and you daisy chain it. That's what it was. You take one GameCube, hook it up to another so you can have 8 players instead of 4. That's what it was.
It was archaic as fuck.
Actually, yeah, because it was on the feature was presented in Super Smash Bros. Melee. It had that feature on there. It was used for like tournaments and stuff. But I really think it's clever that at least they're doing something with the membership. They're adding these old GameCube games and putting multiplayer with them, and not only that, with Crystal Chronicles, they're adding to it. Like there's going to be new zones in Crystal Chronicles, which I think is really interesting. I have personally never beat the game, but I really did like it. Like the first boss was like a giant crab. It was really cool to fight, and it had all these certain mechanics you see from RPG
Oh
games.
yeah. See, Crystal Chronicles was my first, you know, dive into the more
Spin-off?
offshoot offshoot spin-offs of Final
Yeah.
Fantasy. So it's kind of nice to see it come back, and I saw that it got the remaster a while ago. Like it was being announced for like the PS4 and all that, but it hadn't been announced for Switch yet. I'm like, well, I'm going to be rebuying this. I didn't see any of the
Yeah.
features. I just saw like the post on the Final Fantasy Facebook page because
Hmm.
they really
Yeah.
didn't have anything there at the time. So I figured if they were going to utilize all of its features it would have online on there,
Hmm.
or at least local co-op, because how many controllers can you have on PS4? I mean, I only ever have like two here, but
Yeah. Another
uh,
thing about Crystal Chronicles I forgot about is customizing your models.
yeah.
You could spray paint them and stuff. I forgot all about that. Now I'm thinking like people are gonna put toxic shit on their Moogles on multiplayer, like
Oh yeah.
offensive
Oh yeah. How
swastikas up the
how
ass.
long before we see shit like that?
Nintendo's gonna be like, "You're getting banned. You're never coming back." Like the trailer of the multiplayer was all Japanese because Nintendo. That's where they are. That's where they test most of their betas and stuff. So it was kind of interesting to see. It was like something brand new, but something so old. Like,
Yeah. But here's the next, one that really caught my attention because we knew the 3DS wasn't really dying yet. But
no,
come on, Epic Yarn and Bowser's Inside Story.
yeah, is it the new Bowser's Inside Story? I lost track like a long time ago.
Like, I quit trying to follow.
Yeah, I mean, these are the thing with these. Basically, you take Mario and then you take a side character from the Mario franchise, make a game out of it. It's really good, and it does make its sales quite well. Like for example, one of them I really liked was Yoshi's Island. It was a spin-off of, I believe, wasn't it a spin-off or was it World? It was the other World game. There was Super Mario Brothers World, and I think it was Super Mario Brothers World 2, which was Yoshi's Island.
Yep, I
I think it
believe
was.
so. And then they
And
had a Yoshi's Island on the DS a long time
yeah,
ago.
that one too, as well, which I've
Uh,
never played. But the
yeah.
original Yoshi's Island, I really like that game because you get to see all these Yoshis with the different colors. It's ooh, they
Ooh.
look like fruity pebbles, bro. And I played a couple of the Bowser's Inside Story games and like Mario and Luigi games. Those are
Oh
and the
yeah,
RPG ones.
man.
Those are actually pretty goddamn good on themselves. Like,
They're really good, but the thing is, like, do we need a remaster of every single one every
yeah,
year?
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I like how they remastered Crystal Chronicles and they're giving us Final Fantasy 12,
Oh
but
yeah.
like games like the Mario Inside Bowser's Inside Story stuff, I really don't see them for the purpose of making a remake or even HD version. Same thing with Twilight Princess. I don't want them to keep shitting out Twilight Princess games every single time they ship out a new console or hybrid, because Nintendo does hybrids every single year or whenever they release one.
Yeah, and that's what I was concerned with. Was this going to be another era of like, oh, we're just going to port all of our Zelda games onto here, or are we just going to port it, all that there? If you,
Yeah.
the, I'm kind of for that and kind of against it. I think, you know,
I I'm for if they give me Super Mario Sunshine. That's all I care about,
yeah.
Dave.
See, I watch a lot of Achievement Hunter content, and the one thing that Michael actually brings up, very valid point, is as long as you keep remaking these super old games and bringing them to the new consoles, you'll have a market for them, because a lot of them are so damn obscure that you can't really find them out in the wild
Yeah.
anymore. That's
Uh,
why they continue to, like, oh, the Wii Shop, I'll buy it again.
mhm.
It's only $5. Oh,
Yeah.
Mother's 14, I'll drop 14 on it and says paying 300 for it at a fucking retro shop,
Yeah.
Stuff like
Exactly.
that makes sense.
hmm But what puzzles me is the membership and what you get with it. You get the whole library of NES games.
Mm-hmm.
So where can you market off of? And my conclusion is they're going to have to market off of the GameCube. They're going to have to
Mm-hmm.
do that. And they have the specs to do it. They can also do Super Nintendo as well, which they'll probably still do, because I remember at one point, and still to this day, the Super NES games, they put them on the new 3DS, but they
Yep.
weren't able to put them on the 3DS, which that was kind of annoying. It was like there's some games like Super Mario World you can get on the Wii U and the new 3DS, but you can't get it on the 3DS. And I was like, why? It can totally run it.
Oh yeah, it could. I think what it is was like the C stick they used, and because I never bought it for the 3DS or
hmm
the new 3DS, but I think it was utilizing like the C stick, and it was utilizing the other flippers instead of the main ones.
Yeah.
Aside from that, somebody feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that, or if it's just them being Nintendo, because they're known to do things like this. And they're not going to
Yeah.
get, leniency for their stupid tactics just
Mhm.
because we're hyped about certain things that are coming out.
Yeah. I mean, there's another thing too. There's another reason I feel like they're going to have to be forced on the GameCube games, is because firstly, they already did most of their good N64 titles on the Wii U, like Donkey Kong, what was it? Donkey Kong, not Country. It was the Donkey Kong 64.
Yep.
Yeah. They did all those games, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, their top sellers. So
And then a lot
I
of
don't
their other top sellers they no longer have rights to,
yeah,
like GoldenEye.
exactly. So it's like you do have a good caliber on the GameCube as well. Super Mario Sunshine, which honestly I'm kind of disappointed. It's an underrated game, right? It,
Right.
yeah.
It's one of my favorite Mario games,
You know
and
what's funny? I've actually met. He was one of my professors, and he told me he did not like this game, and it really changed my outlook of Super Mario Sunshine. And because originally I thought everyone liked it, and actually found someone who didn't like it. He's like, I don't like the game because you're painting. This isn't a Mario aspect, which is totally true. But at the same time, I really liked it because the atmosphere, it was really beautiful. You get all these boss encounters you'd never see in the 3D environment, except for Mario 64. But it looks more beautiful, and it has that special water effects, which really came out on the GameCube, and the sun lighting was just so great on there. It was almost too good.
oh yeah, and see, I think it was a lot, like you said, a lot of the atmosphere with Sunshine, and also the fact that it took risks. That's something you don't see Nintendo do anymore with the Mario
Yeah.
franchise. You know,
Yep.
it's just like, oh, we're just going to add a new power up, or oh, look, here's a port of another one.
Hmm.
The only game I could say has taken risks, and it didn't take as many as Sunshine, in my opinion, was Odyssey.
Yeah.
Because there were no real new mechanics other than the cap, but
Yeah.
you're just throwing an item like the boomerang in Zelda. That's literally what they're mimicking there.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take a risk, do it on a side character, because I gotta say, Luigi's Mansion did that move and it worked really well. I mean, what kind of backlash can you get from a character that's a side character? You really can't expect much if it doesn't have so much of a story behind it. So that's why I think Luigi's Mansion works so well, because it gave a character that is known for being practically a coward. In the main series, I wouldn't talk about the Mario show because he was a little weird there. Uh, but in Luigi's Mansion, it gave Luigi a second. Well, I would say it gave him a chance to shine, and it really did. And it was good enough to give him 3 fucking games, including the new one that's going to be coming out, which is still in development, which I hope they endeavor and they complete. Uh, but like when I seen Luigi's Mansion, I was like, holy shit! Like wow! Like it was good. Like I've that was one of my favorite games on the GameCube, besides Sunshine and some party game. It was like Tekken crossed with Capcom and stuff. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's see, Luigi's Mansion is another one that I don't understand how it didn't sell as well as it did, and
Yeah.
that's kind of why they waited to make the the second one. Is like, okay,
Hmm.
well, now it's kind of a cult hit, you know.
Yeah.
I
It,
mean, so,
it's really good. It's got a lot of positive feedback, but the player base isn't too big, you know.
oh yeah. And then they came out and said, "Yeah, we're remaking it. We don't care if it didn't sell well. It's kind of got this cult following now." And then now we have a number three.
Yeah. I was like, I actually enjoyed number 2. Not as good as the first one,
I
because
never
the
played
first
it.
one, the second one's actually pretty good.
I'll
The
probably pick it
reason
up.
why I didn't jump on to too much, like I beat the game and I did a little bit extra, but the reason that kind of threw me off was because they were focusing on too many mansions, and it gives that gimmick of the traditional Mario where you have like 8 worlds.
Hmm.
Instead of 8 worlds, you have 8 mansions to go to. So it's kind of cool. But I like when they stuck to one mansion and made it just a big, like, a big adventure. And some doors were locked, so you had to find that key to get there. In order to get that key, you got to fight this boss or do a puzzle. It was the most like fun experience I've had, besides playing some certain Zelda games.
Yeah, it's now see, you make me kind of want to see the second one just to take it apart and like figure out what
The
was wrong.
second one was pretty good. It was just, it came out at a weird time. It should have came out sooner. And
Or on a console, not a handheld.
yeah, like it came out at a very weird time. It came out, in my opinion, it came out way too late. It should have been there, like, I'd say at least 2 or 3 years after the first one.
Oh yeah.
And it was really fun though. There was the boss battles. Um, the ghosts were still there, obviously, but their appearances changed. I didn't really care for them much. I like the older ones because they look pretty fucking stupid, but they also look pretty menacing at the same time. The ones in the second one, they kind of look a little too goofy and friendly, so they don't pose as a threat. But some of the boss battles were pretty cool, like the spider one. That was like the first one I think you do. It's been a long time since I played the second one. I probably played it once, but I beat the whole game, did some extra stuff. Another thing too about Luigi's Mansion and Super Mario Sunshine, how they have a connection with each other, is because the person who made Luigi's Power Gust, believe it was called, was EGAD, and he's also the professor that made Mario's Flood, which is the device he uses in Super Mario Sunshine. So there's definitely a connection between Super Mario Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So I'm thinking pretty deep on this. I'm like, Mario went in vacation on Super Mario Sunshine. Maybe after his vacation, he visited this mansion. He got trapped by King Boo or something. I'm like, maybe that's what happened.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he was on vacation anyway, so.
So maybe he made a stop at the Honda Mansion to try and help out, and
he's like, "Yo, look at this new mansion," and he gets captured by King Boo, like fucking, like Mario, like you're pulling off a Peach.
The roles reversed.
Exactly. I was actually like, just some of the areas in the original Luigi's Mansion. Actually, I got stuck at some points, like legitimately, and I was like looking for like evidence and clues for hours. It was a really fun game.
Oh yeah, now you're making me want to revisit it.
It's one of those games I haven't played in a while, and I would really like to play it again. But the thing is, I mean, as long as they put it on the Switch, as a GameCube game you can purchase or something, I'll be fine.
Yeah, well, I know it's getting the remaster on I think the 3DS, so
that's good.
And you could probably pick it up that way too. But
yeah.
We got a new Katamari game, which, I mean, come on, it's Katamari. There's not a whole lot to talk about there. You just roll the ball around and pick stuff up.
Have you ever played Katamari?
Oh yeah.
I've never. That's one game I never played, but I've seen quite a lot about. Especially if you go back to like there was a Pac-Man racing game, Katamari. Like one of the characters in there was one of the kart drivers. It was pretty cool.
He's appeared in a couple things, so
yeah.
I played 2 of them actually. I forgot about the one on the Vita because I rented it from GameFly.
Yeah.
And the next little thing though is what kind of intrigues me, because I don't know if you saw that I added in my day, like the email I got from Nintendo about the 6.0 firmware.
Yeah, you're talking about the locking accounts and stuff.
So the cloud saves are coming to the Switch. So
really,
that's one thing that got announced here, according to the breakdown article.
So that's the same thing on the Xbox, right? The cloud.
And the same thing on the.
Oh, is it OneDrive?
Well, it's not OneDrive, but it's like
cloud.
You can back up like your save files in case anything happens to your Switch.
Okay.
So it's definitely playing into that 6.0 firmware that got announced, and they're locking your accounts to your Nintendo accounts to your Switch profile and all that crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which, in the end, I'm not a fan of that. The console locking again, which they had gotten rid of.
Yeah.
Because this, in my opinion, kind of hurts the resale market. Mm-hmm. And it also hurts, people like, oh, I want to get that new Switch that has, Pikachu and Eevee on it. Or, oh, I want to get that Switch over there that has,
So you're saying because I don't know a lot about this, so I'm kind of new to this stuff. Like, I didn't look too much into it. So you're saying is the account is locked specifically in the console?
It's locked to your profile. So, and they don't exactly make it easy to remove the profiles, So it's going back.
What if your console breaks?
Exactly. That's the question. Like,
what?
Like
I've seen
The question is, are they full on locking the console, or are they just locking the profiles? Because
Are they full on locking the what I meant is, are they full on locking profile to the console so you can't buy another console?
That's the $1 million question here, because the way they worded the email, it's like, yeah, you're fucked, fam, if this breaks.
Like, because I know the new Pikachu and Eevee consoles, they look really good. So I was like, maybe I want one of those. And then you do buy one, and then you try to use your account, and you're like, whoa, now I got to make a new one. So it's like,
oh, anything I bought digitally,
yeah, exactly,
now locked to this. Oh, fuck.
I've had that happen. Like, I've lost all my shit because I forgot my password. This was on the Wii U, so I lost a lot of games that I paid.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, damn.
I lost, not because of this, but I lost a lot of shit when my hard drive crashed on my PS4 and on my PS3.
Fucking PS4s, man. PS4.
I lost the PT demo, and I know I talked about this on the podcast a while back.
Can you even get that demo anymore?
You
can't, right?
Nope.
Oh, you
can't. Not unless you find like a ripped ISO of it and put it on.
Yeah. Yeah,
which I'm sure is floating around the internet.
Floating somewheres.
I'm not going to say where, but...
I already know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're well-versed in the internet, you know where to find shit. And then the other thing I lost was a lot of, like, the Ubisoft games that got pulled from the market, like the Scott Pilgrim game, and Turtles in Manhattan fucking game, and I think Transformers Devastation was one of them, X-Men Legacy, shit like that Activision decided to pull as well.
Fucking Activision, man.
I mean, anything that doesn't meet their sales numbers, they have a tendency to pull from the online retail. Yeah. But yeah, shit like that.
So, David, how do you feel about Isabelle being in Smash?
I mean, we have the fucking villager already.
We already have the fucking villager, man. We don't need Isabelle. I mean, to be fair, Isabelle is a close but yet far away character from your main character. You do visit her a lot of the times.
Oh, yeah. But the question is, how does her combat work? Because I didn't see the trailer for her.
What is she going to do? Headbutt me with her fluffy-ass head? Fucking Nintendo, come on.
Give me Waluigi.
Give me Waluigi! He can use a tennis racket because he was in Mario Tennis. He was in a couple of them, you know.
He can use a golf. He could use a golf club because he was in the one golf game.
Exactly. Just have him do a bunch of sports moves because that's what he was in. You can have his super ability run you over with his fucking car, just like fucking mow you down.
No worse than this Wario having the fucking motorcycle before he even uses the thing. Just, oh shit! I ran off that stage.
Nah, give him the pimp car that he had in Double Dash. Oh my god, the big heavy fucking pimp car, like. I'm looking at the Nintendo Direct right now because there's a few games I want to mention as well.
Oh yeah, we got.
I was really confused on the fresh update on Splatoon 2. I guess they're putting in a new map for what the hell is it called? Oh, I forgot the mode. It's like for like ranked and stuff. They put in a new ranked map or something.
That's good for people that still play it. I haven't touched it in months.
Yeah. So, I mean, dude, I gotta say, this game I haven't talked much about, and that's Daemon X Machina. Bro.
The new mech game?
Yes. Bro. Yeah, I was looking at that game, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that one blew me away during the E3 shit, so...
Actually, if you see the new video they released, I believe it gives more detail about it, and I can explain what they basically did in the trailer. So in the trailer, it was like they were showing off the combat and stuff. And I don't remember if they showed this in the E3 trailer, but you can pick up weapons from other mechs and stuff and then use it. And then like at the ends of the stage, you can take it with you and like customize your mech and stuff. I was like, yeah, customize your mech. And not only that, you can exit the mech and go in human mode and just like run around the city map and stuff, and also customize your human as well, put like skills and abilities on him. So I'm like, damn, like wow, holy shit, like. They could like have like a sidearm weapon with the human that doesn't do too much damage like the mech would and stuff. So there's a lot they can do with this game. And there's a lot of potential going behind this game as well. I was like,
man, I need to check that trailer out.
it was crazy. Like this was the shit I was looking for. It's nothing like Mech Warriors, because Mech Warriors is like, you got mechs on the ground, you got big ass guns, you're blazing, your mech is like fucking heavy as shit. This is a little bit different. This is, you got the more traditional Japanese mechs where they fly and they do all this crazy shit, which I wasn't too much of a fan of. But when I seen this, I was like, this is good. This is good. So like, the difference between Mech Warriors and this, Mech Warriors is more of a westernized version of what you see of Japanese culture, and it actually looked really good. It like, you had the commanders talking to you and stuff like pure English, like Macho Man and shit. But it was fun. Like Mech Warriors was fun, but I'm also like looking at this game, I'm like, damn, this is gonna be great.
Okay, holy shit! I'm definitely going to have to check that out because I love mech games.
Another thing too is I forgot to mention there's going to be multiplayer, and I believe it's going to be four-player multiplayer, and you get to fight these big ass bosses and stuff. So I'm like, yo, like, can I get like weapon drops and shit, like like upgrades and stuff? I was like, damn.
Holy shit!
It's gonna be good. I really hope it's gonna blow my expectations out of the water, but I'm not expecting too much. Even though I've seen the trailer, I'm not expecting too much. I just want it to like, I'll get a good vibe off of it.
Fucking shit, man!
If they give me fucking like, I wouldn't like mech skins, like I can change the look of the mech, I'm all set. That's an instant buy. I don't care. Like I love my customization. Like that's why I like Call of Duty, because you get weapon skins and shit. It's just like,
yeah, but unlike anything Steam related, you can't sell the skins.
Yeah, that's the thing. But is it going out only on the Switch?
Don't know actually.
I think it is.
I think so. I haven't seen it teased for anything else.
Yeah, because we've seen the E3, and it was only on Nintendo. So, as far as I know, it's gonna be only on the Nintendo, which is good because these are games that you wouldn't think would do good, but I think this will do fairly good.
Right. Man, I'm looking for one specific live edit, and I'm failing.
I'm failing. And then they have like City Skylines coming out, which I have some friends that play that. Also, what's that game? Freaking Civilization, the new Civilization.
Yeah, I saw they had that. But in regards to that fucking Daemon X Machina, yeah. 1 sec, it's editing up. Always time for a JoJo shitpost. Bust the nut.
Bust what?
I don't know where the fuck Red put it. I blame you, Red, and you'll listen to this in post. Fuck you for hiding it from me. Okay. Anyway, so City Skylines, great. 2 popular DLCs will be included.
They have also they have that pocket edition of that Final Fantasy game coming out.
Yeah, 15 pocket. I saw that earlier.
Which honestly, it looked very weird to me, but it actually looked pretty pleasing. It was like a new vibe from the game we already seen, but in a more what do they call it? Chibi?
Yeah, it's more chibi from what I've understood, because it was on the phone too. I had a couple friends that played it. From what I understood, they shrunk down like encounters and shit to make it fit in like 6 gigs or less. Which, if you go by comparison, I think the PC version of it's like 70, 80 gigs.
7? What?
Yeah, so...
No!
So, you're shrinking a 70, 80 gig game
into
down...
a Switch!
That's the PC version, though. I don't remember how much the PS4
but
version.
that's still a lot of gigs, David. That's a lot of gigs on a PC, so I can imagine how much it can be on like
I think the PS4 was like 45, 50.
that's still a good chunk.
Exactly, and you're shrinking it into like the fucking
A s-
6 gig bundle, so you're downgrading
uh,
graphics.
yeah.
You're doing. I think a lot of it was like dialogue based for some of the encounters as well. Like this happened here, and this happened here. Let's skip ahead to this
Yeah.
chapter. It was a mess from what I've heard. So that one I'm not looking forward to too much.
Not looking forward to that too much. I might enjoy it though. Like I think it'd be better for people that never seen it in their life and they're like, "Oh man, I want to pick this up for the first time." They might like it, they might not. And
Exactly.
you really can't expect like if you're picking up for the first time, you can't expect the graphics to be like, pristine clean, but I mean, if you look at Paladins on the Switch, that was like that was that was a blow to my heart. I was like, ugh.
I played one match and I'm like, nope, delete.
Like I didn't even get a chance. To be honest, I didn't even get one chance to even go into dock mode. But when I seen it on like fucking handheld, it wasn't looking good. I was like, this is why Nintendo needs to release a console that is at least a little bit behind or just up to date with the consoles they have that they're fighting against or competing.
Right.
But Nintendo wants to take it smart, and they want to, they don't want to invest into too much money when they make these consoles, which is, it's a good idea. But for us, it kind of sucks. It's like, hey, here's a Nintendo console, with hardware that was like from 2 years ago or something.
Yeah, and it was on a tablet that kind of exploded.
I did not know that.
The
I
Nvidia
did
Shield.
not know that.
The Nvidia Shield had a lot of issues. Because I was going to buy one at GameStop, and they're like, no, they're being recalled. We can't sell you one. I'm like, oh, great.
Oh, great. I'll just buy a new.
I'll buy a Note 7. Oh, wait. That happened too.
Yeah.
The money I was going to use on the Nvidia Shield, I put on my pre-order for the fucking Note 7.
David's like, what is up with all these devices exploding? I'm like,
this is why people have TSA pre-check.
there was Xenoblade Chronicles DLC that was coming out too.
Oh yeah,
Xenoblade 2. That is the one JRPG game I've played, and I gotta say it was fantastic. It was really good. But the thing is with these JRPG games, the marketing, it's very weird because it's like it's a hard genre to play in. Because from RPG to JRPG, they're a bit different in difficulty as well. Like when I was playing the Xenoblade Chronicles 2, bro, on normal mode, I was getting my ass kicked a lot of the time. I was getting pissed the fuck off. And it was just like, I swear to God, I would do the same process sometimes and I would beat the boss. I'm like, what the fuck? I just did this before. And the problem, what was happening, it was the AIs. They weren't really responsive. Like, you'd have a healing potion like across the map and the computer would be like, yeah, I'm just going to keep fighting the boss so you die. Because I'm the tank, so I kind of need, I need that heals, bro. And
I need
the healer
heals.
is just like whacking at the boss and shit, and then the healer aggroes it, and I'm like, you're gonna kill yourself. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It was a fucking nightmare. But it was really fun, and I really like the story behind it. When you do beat a boss, it's so fucking enjoyable. It's like, yeah, fucking killed you.
I grinded enough to beat you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, whew. Dude, the last part in that game, I would never do that again. Nope. Like there was mechs that were just fucking taking half of your health in one hit. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And I gotta tell you, there's an easy mode, and this is the most dick punch move ever. The easy mode is legit so fucking easy. Like, I don't even need to do any combos, nothing. You just sit there and just whack at the boss, taking... Like, when you face an enemy in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you're taking at least like 1% out of 100 out of like a move or something. You're not taking a lot out of enemies. But on easy mode, you're taking at least like 5 to 10% on damage on an enemy that's like super strong. And it's just like, damn, this is like bread and butter. Well, it was fun though. Like I really like the storyline behind it. And the new DLC that's coming out is actually pretty interesting because it's a prequel to the Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's going to take place during Torna, which is a city that used to be there, but it's not there anymore in the future. Like, it got obliterated and shit. I'm like, this is what happens.
This is what happened before the game, and this is a great way for us to make more money, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little disappointed, but I'm like, I'm kind of interested because the story was so good. I want to see what happened to these characters, because you're going to be playing as a character that was in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but you never got to really play as her or see much about her. I forgot her name, but she was a driver, meaning, if I'm correct, I haven't played this game in a while. So there's a driver and there's a blade. The driver is basically like the person who wields the blade, and the blade can be like a humanoid or anything else. So it's almost like, you know, like a human wielding a sword or something like that. So seeing another driver character in the prequel is kind of interesting because I wanted backstory. And then there was another character, which was, he's a king in present, but back then he wasn't really a king, so it's kind of interesting to see that as well.
Oh yeah. Here's another interesting one though, and this one I really want your thoughts on because you're not a whole lot of into the JRPG aspect, but we have 5 Final Fantasy games coming. Because we have like 7, 10, 1, 10, 2 bundle that was already released on fucking everything.
Bring it on, motherfuckers.
We got 12, we got 9, we got World of Final Fantasy, some Chocobo dungeon thing coming there.
Oh, I want to talk a little bit about Chocobo. Was it Chocobo dungeon?
Yeah, the fucking little chickens.
I gotta say, that looks like that would be an interesting game. It reminds me a lot, obvious, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So it's gonna be interesting to say.
Oh yeah, that one's
with Chocobos. I'm hoping I see the fat Chocobo in it too, because the fat Chocobo was an iconic character in the Final Fantasy franchise.
Oh yeah, and that's one that's been out before. You know, we've seen the Chocobos at their dungeon games before. I mean, even I think it was like the PlayStation Pocket thing that was like the Let's Go Pikachu thing, or the Pikachu, you know, keychain that was kind of like a Tamagotchi that you could use for certain things on like the PS1.
Yeah.
You know, that they kind of adapted, you know, something from the Dreamcast as well.
Yeah. They had the gimmick for the DS, you know, remember the Pokemon keychain digital thing for like Pokemon Soul Silver.
Pokewalker. Get off your fucking ass and go exercise to raise your Pokemon.
I used to do that too,
I did too.
It was actually pretty fun.
I did it for a while until the battery died. I'm like, I'm not fucking spending $20 on a watch battery. Fuck that.
Fucking watch battery. Like, so seeing that shit back like on the new Pokemon game coming back, but it's like a Pokeball now, and it's more, it resembles it more, and it's gonna make the Pokemon sounds and shit. That's pretty cool. But I really don't see myself walking around with a fucking Pokeball attached to my, you know, like my pants.
I might make content out of it.
You could, but me? I mean, I could try. I mean, it would definitely be something I would definitely pick up, but seeing me use it, probably very little.
Oh yeah, I'll probably use it, you know, around campus as well. You know, clip it to my backpack and. You know,
be like, look at this. Look at this, guys.
I'm raising my Pokemon. Shut up.
Fucking make some loud ass noises during the library session. Like, what the fuck are you doing, David?
It's just my Charizard. He's hungry and being a brat.
So what was that other game you wanted to mention?
Like, we have so many of those Final Fantasy games, but here's the ironic thing. Not 30 minutes after the Nintendo Direct.
Oh yeah.
Larry Herb's just like, yeah, by the way, all these games are coming out. We're getting them too. And, you see a smug fucking Twitter picture.
I think it was a good move though, because he was showing respect to Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Because the worst thing you could possibly fucking do is be like, oh, they got Nintendo Direct going on right now. Let me just put this on my Twitter page. That'd be pretty insulting. So I'm glad he waited time. But it looks like he was just fucking clamoring to put it on his Twitter. He's like, oh man, I just can't wait.
He could have waited, a little bit longer, and shown a little more respect. But
30 minutes later, he's like, hey, we're getting it too, guys. Like,
we're not out.
Like, thanks.
Fucking Reggie's over there like, you goddamn whore.
I mean, honestly, it's good to see all these Final Fantasy games come to every single console. It shows, I mean, it also, from my perspective, it looks like Square Enix is being greedy, but also it's a good business way to go, try to sell as much games on every console you can.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely good for Square Enix, so I don't see any loss in that. But when it comes to the exclusive fanboys and shit, they're gonna be salty at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna be like, "Oh god damn, they took another one of our games." Like,
we had it for a year. Or for Final Fantasy 17 or Final Fantasy 7. God, we're not up to 17 yet. Well, technically we might.
Imagine that. Fuck yeah, we'd be like space pirates and shit. Like
Final
Metroid.
Fantasy 7. We had on PS4 for 3 years. The original, remake. Not the
remake, yeah.
Not the remake with the Final Fantasy 15 graphics, but we have like the re-release on there for like 3 years because I pre-ordered it when they announced. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting this.
He's like copping that, and then he's like, oh shit, it's gonna be on the other consoles now.
Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't bother me, No,
it really shouldn't. I mean, if I were to pick it on a console, I'd definitely pick it on probably the PS4.
Exactly, because, that's what I originally played it on. I
mean, if you don't have a PS4 or a Switch and you only got an Xbox, then hell, buy it for the Xbox. Vice versa, you only have a Switch, buy it on the Switch.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not going to look as appealing as the Xbox or the PS4, but what can you do?
How many of these are going to be Xbox One X enhanced?
Oh, let's hope. Like, I don't even have an Xbox One X, but I do have my nice PC on the side of me. Which is
yeah, I'm just like. I was looking because I went to GameStop to pick up fucking Tomb Raider today. I'm like, oh well, the back of my Tomb Raider is like PS4 Pro enhanced. I look at the Xbox copy, Xbox One X enhanced. I'm like, guys, you're both equally shit compared to a PC.
Yeah, now that I think about it, like, it's like, man, the PC can do so much. It's like, wow. Like, I'm about to put a 1060 in the thing, and it's gonna be like playing games at like 60 frames per second. Like, hey,
after the con, I'm building a new PC.
Oh, can you tell us our specs? What's your specs, David?
I don't know yet. I'm just waiting to see how much my wallet's gonna be violated by the graphics card.
He's like, I don't know how much.
I don't know.
It's gonna be.
I don't know yet. I'm waiting to see if by the time con's over, we're finally out of the crypto whoring.
Oh man, you're not gonna get out of that.
You're going
memory sticks and RAM. I'm sorry,
RAM. I know will be. It's always one of the pricier components.
Do you remember the original prices for RAM like years ago? Like, what were the prices?
Well, because I go through my Facebook memories every day. Like, oh yeah, I found one for a Crucial ad from when we were still at like the 512 megabit. Because they shared it like it was their 20-year anniversary. Their 20-year anniversary. It was their 20-year anniversary, and back then it was like $79 for a stick of RAM. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah, I mean it's like $100 now.
Yeah. So it's always, when you think about it, it's always been kind of stable.
Mm-hmm.
For the lower end, and then like your fucking 16, 32 gig packs, it's 200, 300. But it's definitely going to be one of those things that you're going to always see, fucking marketed high because people are scumlords.
Scumlords. I mean, there's 1060s, 3 gigabytes that are like 200 And
Yeah, but that won't
$50?
run Battlefield 5.
It actually will, David.
It will? Holy fucking shit.
Because I just recently played Battlefield 5 on my 1050 Ti, and I was playing on medium settings, hitting about 45 to 50 frames per second. So the game is definitely runnable, which is actually surprising to me. I was like, oh shit.
I was looking at some of the specs, you know, I'm like, what? You got
Why were the specs different? Like the recommendations?
The recommendations are pretty asinine.
What did they have as a recommendation? Because I just went in there, I was blue balling it. I was just like, yeah, let's just go play Battlefield 5.
Yeah, the recommendations are Ryzen 5 or 7 and fucking...
Actually, you know what? The Ryzen 5 isn't too different from a Ryzen 3.
Oh, I know.
So,
or your fucking i5s and your i7s and fucking... I'm looking at it like, do I want to just go Ryzen this time?
I recommend going a Ryzen. Ryzens are pretty damn good. Cause I built my dad's and he had he has a Ryzen 5 200G, I think.
Yep.
With a 1060 in there. And he played Battlefield 5 on
Played it on Ultra?
Mm-hmm. And he said he was getting about like 50 frames.
Okay.
And the 50 Ti to the 60, you get at least a 20 FPS jump.
Not horrible. But
It's really not.
They were recommending like the 1080s and shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm not spending $1,000.
The 1080 would murder in Battlefield 5. Like you'd be getting 100 frames. Like, well, more realistically, probably be getting a solid 60 out of Ultra.
It would be overkill, but it would also be future-proof for at least a couple years.
You'd be like, hey, wasn't Dragon like he was doing like a
Twitch donations for a 1080?
Oh, he was getting a 1080?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
a lot of money.
He got enough with his Twitch, Prime subscriptions and all that.
Yeah.
And to get like a 1080.
Hey.
If I'm not mistaken, it might have been a 1060. I could be wrong, but I know.
I mean, 1060s are pretty goddamn good. They're like $260, I think. The 3 gigabyte to the 6 gigabyte, they're still both good.
Yeah, I'll probably end up just getting the 6 gig.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's running a 6 gig too, so I mean, I'd recommend it.
Because it'll end up being an editing machine as well, so.
Yeah. Like, the thing I'm worried about is if I get a 1060, I'm probably going to have to get a 3 gigabyte, because if I go to a 6, I might bottleneck it. I'm not sure, 100%, but I know for a fact it can definitely run a 3 gig.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, I've never, seen a computer bottleneck before. So
it's not a pretty sight. I've seen it. I've seen servers bottleneck, too.
What does it do?
It's essentially, the way I saw it on the server is it caused everything to fucking cease production because there was nothing going through either way.
Ooh.
So imagine this on a sales floor.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Yeah.
And then I saw one of our we did a lab for the bottlenecking of the computer, and it's just, I didn't see it, in the live out there, but for the computer bottlenecking, literally nothing could go in or out, nothing could fucking work, nothing could do jack dick. So it was like hard reset, and then because it's a lab, obviously, you're running a virtual machine.
So it couldn't even boot up, right?
It could, you could essentially just hard reset it, but because it was a virtual machine, it would corrupt it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's a beautiful mess. So because of everything that's still running in the background constantly, you do run the risk of the same thing happening to your actual machine.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful mess, like I said. But there's also, before we get too much off the rails here, we also have the Pokemon RPG Town, from Game Freak, and I was looking into this one a little more while we were talking shop there. It's like the Polygon article is like Town. It's just called Town. But
it's just a simple embellished name called Town.
But they also
That's it.
broke down a lot of their other projects. I wasn't really aware of how much they did outside of Pokemon because you think Game Freak, you think
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Exactly. Like, you'd stick with your guns or something.
Yeah.
But it's always good to have like a side project too. But when was the last time we seen them do a side project, David?
Well, here's the last 4 that they've done. Drill Dozer for the Game Boy Advance.
Wow. Okay. Already from the start. That was a long time ago.
Harmo Knight and Pocket Card Jockey for the Nintendo 3DS.
Okay, that's not too long ago if it's on a 3DS.
And here's one that I remember. Timbo the Badass Elephant for the Windows PC and the PS3.
What the fuck is that? Timbo
It's literally an elephant. Your main character's a fucking elephant, and it failed miserably.
all I can think of is like something like Conkers or something like.
It's a little bit in the vein of that.
Oh, so was it like an actual elephant or was it like an anime?
I'll send you the thing.
Okay.
It was a mess.
It was a fucking mess. Look at Timbo the fucking.
Okay,
you sending it?
I am sending
Were you
it
sending
on.
it?
I'm sending it on Discord. I have a full page
okay.
Adobe ad right now because I mentioned
Adobe.
editing. And also because I recently opened Photoshop mobile to work on a thumbnail.
Timbo the badass elephant.
It got an 8 on there.
It really? It got an 8?
But production was the biggest mess.
Okay. When did this come out?
It
Release date.
was 2015.
Oh, so it was like a side scroller game?
Mm-hmm. It
Doesn't look too bad, but I mean, you can only go so wrong with a side scroller,
Exactly.
to be honest. He looks like a mix between a karate elephant.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
It was not good.
But he remembered it. That's all that matters.
Exactly, I remember because a bunch of content creators shit on it because you're like, this is Pokemon's creators, right? This isn't just some crackhead off the side of the road.
Tembo, badass elephant. We will remember you as one shitty ass Game Freak port.
But yeah, so we got the Animal Crossing being announced as well.
Is it like the same game? Like,
I mean, it's Animal Crossing. How different can you really get?
exactly, David. Like, I was just like, what can you do with Animal Crossing? Give me fucking space and I might actually buy it or something. Not to be negative or anything, but like, it's just when I look at Animal Crossing, it's like, oh, it's a newer version of like the older game or like something.
Did we actually have a full-on Animal Crossing on the Wii U, or was it just that amiibo bullshit?
I don't even know. I played the one on.
I played the GameCube one when I was a kid.
The GameCube one was good. I played the one on the 3DS. That was good too.
Yeah.
And I think that was it.
I played the DS one. I didn't play the 3DS one.
Little fact about Animal Crossing that some of you might not know. They took out the arcade games in 3DS version because they didn't have a marketing like a eShop back then in the GameCube. So they were just like, let's throw our arcade games in the GameCube version. Like you play Duck Hunt, you play who's that one game with the balloons and stuff?
Balloon Fighter, I think it was.
Yeah, Balloon Fighter. It had Donkey Kong in there too, so it was really cool. That's what made, I think, Animal Crossing really addicting for newcomers. Like, oh, you get to play these mini games in a game.
They were the full versions too.
Yes, exactly. So
that's how I first played Kid Icarus.
For real?
Yeah. I had never played it before, and I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. Now I know what Pit is because I played as him in fucking Smash Brothers.
Have you played the Kid Icarus game, the
3DS
was
one?
it Uprising?
Yep.
I think it was called.
That was
a good game.
I bought a fuck ton of those AR cards too.
Oh shit, I forgot about those. This is like a long time ago. I'm like, those AR cards, man. It was pretty cool because the multiplayer was like nothing I ever seen before. It's like
Oh, yeah.
actual like fucking beating people up with fucking hammers and like fists.
It was so much fun. Like
It was. I remember playing that like every day when I got home. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use bone beat shit up and fucking shit on people. Like, damn.
I'm going to use the bolas here, you know, beat people up with my fists. Oh, now
And
I feel
there
like
was-
using my swords.
Exactly, and the adaptation behind that game was crazy. It was like all these different weapons, and it was balanced pretty well. But you know, it didn't last too long, so
We need
you had to
more.
catch it while it was hot.
And we need more Kid Icarus. Give me more Kid
We
Icarus.
need more Kid Icarus.
We definitely don't need any more Rule 34 of Kid Icarus, so...
Oh, Palatuna.
Oh my god. That's, I got weird. But out of all the Final Fantasies, you notice they skipped over one crucial one. They skipped
And
over
which
8.
one is that? That was 8?
They skipped over 8.
Maybe they're doing a special project for that one.
That's what's really weird. You know, we have a remaster for 7 coming out where it's all, you know, rebuilt in the action RPG style instead of the traditional JRPG format.
Oh, was 8 the one where you it starts off like on a ship and then you land on this island?
Oh, fuck, it's been...
I think it is.
It's been like 15
it's
years.
the logo where it shows the guy hold. That's like the logo of 8.
Yeah.
I think I played that one a bit.
It was Squall was the hero.
Yeah, I think it was that one. It was the one where they meet.
Eh.
Like she was like, "You have a beautiful face," and it shows like the scrolled in image of his ugly fucking face. It's all
We don't need
pixelated.
We don't need face textures here.
Just like,
Reminds me
It's
of the boat people in Spider-Man for the PS4.
oh, man. Bro, I still haven't touched that Spider-Man game, and I'm a little salty about it. I'm like, how can you guys be so hyped over a Spider-Man game?
It's, I must say, as ridiculous as it sounds. Did you ever play Spider-Man 2? The original, like, GameCube, PS2 era one? For the movie?
No, but I played a Spider-Man for the PS1, and I really liked it. It had, like, Venom in it and stuff.
Okay, so Spider-Man 2 was the only one to ever get web mechanics right. You know, you felt the weight, you felt the drift, you felt everything.
Was that the one, you said it was on PS2?
Yep.
Was it in... It was in New York, right? Obviously.
Yeah,
So
it was the movie game, ironically.
I think I seen someone play that one. And it looked actually pretty good.
So this is the only other game besides that makes the webbing feel real.
All I can think about is Spider-Man shooting his fucking webs at the sky, and magically it just clings on, and you're like, yo, let's go.
You have to be near something to fix it. You can do like the web dash if you're near buildings, you know, fucking pull
Yeah.
yourself forward. But you can't just affix yourself to the fucking air. Like you can in every other fucking Spider-Man game, post Spider-Man 2.
Just imagine that. You're in a tough situation, you got 12 guys circling around you. Fuck yeah. Just sky it, you know?
Oh, look, a texture miraculously appeared above my head. Oh, I'm just going to web kick you all and kill you.
Have you seen that mod that they showed off where it shows Spider-Man on the bike and he starts kicking everyone?
Oh my god.
It was on like PC. Someone already made like a mod where you have like this superpower kick and you can just throw people off.
Oh my god.
It's like, damn. It's like, meanwhile, PC players
We gotta make our own game.
always on PC. Hey, they have mods on PC, so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like they have mods of monsters where they're different colors, and that's about it. Like they're a little bit stronger and stuff, and it's like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I'm like, hey, Capcom, get ideas, get inspired, like, you know?
Do things.
Do things. Don't give me monsters, but harder and no armor. Thank you. I mean, they did good with the behemoth in Monster Hunter World, and they gave the iconic draconic armor.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it was called. That was cool. But as far as Monster Hunter World is going right now,
Not a whole lot going on, is there?
not really. They have a festival going on, but I mean, it's you really can't expect too much. But what they're doing right now is pretty good. But from my expectations, I'm like, I've seen you done better. So like,
Well, there is one other miraculous revelation that came out of this fucking press conference, this Nintendo Direct. We have coming to the Switch, new Super Mario Brothers U.
you're kidding me, right?
No.
The one that was on the Wii U,
Yes.
right?
A deluxe
Why?
version. So I think with it being the deluxe version, I think we're gonna have like the
Bro.
the Luigi one coming as well.
That what are they trying to do to us? They're trying to feed us fucking scene. Like they're basically pulling off a Super Mario Super Mario Kart fucking 8. A Mario Kart 8 rehash where they're like I don't know, we can't make a new Mario Kart game, so let's just give you a
Yep.
deluxe version. It's like,
What? I was right. I was right. It is including new Super Luigi U.
ooh.
It's coming bundled with it for free. So I mean that's
not
good.
bad, but still, it's a game that we already had, and not to mention,
Wasn't that great of a port from
no,
the Wii?
I mean, I played it, and I wasn't really too attached from it.
It was
You know,
literally the
that's
Wii.
how I feel with these side-scrolling Mario games. You play them once, you love them, and then you don't really want to play it again.
Exactly. Like here's the issue with Nintendo, and this is just to tie it all together. Nintendo exists on ports and a few fresh ideas for all of time.
Splatoon.
We have Splatoon. We had Animal Crossing become one of those new ideas. We had
The Xenoblade franchise is actually really good too.
yeah, but that was spun off of Xenosaga.
But Xenosaga is good too. But the thing with that is it's not going to attract everyone.
Exactly. But I mean, it's not an original idea. Essentially, is what I was getting at there. And we had
Xenogears and stuff.
yeah, we had all that. We had fucking. I think the last new idea before that was Smash, which was just let's throw all of our people into a brawler and try to make sales.
Everyone is here except Waluigi. And we added a new character to insult that factor. Which is a character that no one probably cares about other than the people that get horny off of
Furries.
furries.
I just said it.
Furries. I had to say it. Bring it on, motherfuckers. No. But
But
I
yeah.
mean, about the new Super. Is it called the new Super Mario Brothers U?
Yep.
Or- it's got
New
this
Super
weird-
Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Ugh. Hey, like the only one I kind of liked was the DS one, which was the new Super Mario Brothers. That one was pretty good.
Because he gave us new power-ups and shit.
Yeah, it did. It gave us the Mega Mushroom, which was honestly game-breaking fucking thing I have ever seen.
You know
It
what?
just
Fuck it, we
crashing
quit.
through shit. I was like, damn. And then they got the tiny mushroom, which is really cool too. Actually, the tiny mushroom can actually get you to secret worlds and stuff, so it was actually viable.
But also made you extremely, useless.
Tiny and fucking useless. You couldn't even like stomp on enemies and kill them. You couldn't even kill Goombas. You could only like bounce off them and shit.
Right.
It was like, this is the ultimate insult to my career.
How did I get here? All right, I did a bunch of drugs, and now I owe Mr. Nintendo $1 million. Shit. My Mario voice isn't as good as it used to be, but it works. It's ridiculous. Like, we exist on all these, spin-offs and the few fresh ideas, and then we spin off the spin-offs and spin off the spin-offs and release the re-release of the re-release of the re-release, and that's why we have a lot of fans, in the super chats. I'm not condoning it being toxic as fuck. Is because Nintendo doesn't really take risks anymore, and that's
Yeah. So Thurman was telling me, like, he was talking about, oh man, the YouTube chat's getting toxic. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what were they saying? They were like, oh, it was just a bunch of, like, Smash fans saying, like, oh, where's the Smash?
I
And I'm
mean,
like, oh, those guys.
yeah, well, the Smash community is fucking sweaty as fuck and need to get laid. But
David with the fire today.
Red's gonna have fun editing this one.
He's gonna be like, oh my god, dude, you need to stop right now. Like, I got, like, hours worth of edits to do.
I mean, the video's already an hour and 5 minutes long.
I mean, this was only a direct. This could have been, like, 30 minutes long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of shop talk and other shit in here as well.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with the Nintendo fans. They're never satisfied, and I get it, and I understand their plight in a way, because we exist in an era of games that are innovating. And I mean, look at like Horizon Zero Dawn. We're having, fresh ideas. We're having Spider-Man. We're seeing, good shit from Microsoft with the Gears franchise continuing to thrive. We're seeing also on the same boat, we have shit like Sunset Overdrive. We see all these new ideas come out of every other company but fucking Nintendo.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
it's one of those things that, you got to adapt to your new audience. And one new franchise per generation isn't going to keep your company afloat forever.
yeah, like Splatoon. I mean, even the content that they're giving really isn't too big. It's like they just had a new update and they praised it. I wouldn't say praised it, but they specifically said it was a new update. Like, and all they showed off was a new map for competitive, and that was it.
Yeah, a new map.
Or maybe they had like more, costumes. You can get like gear and stuff. Maybe that was added and I didn't realize it, which is good. But it's like you can only do so much with these games. It's like I hate to say it, but it's like Call of Duty. It's like you can only do so much with a shooter game, even if it's a third-person shooter.
Exactly, and that's why a lot of people, I hate to say it, hopped on games like Fortnite because it did something different. That's why a lot of people originally hopped on Splatoon, because it was something different. But it's what we call flavor of the month.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be the diehards, and there's going to be the fans that, like, oh, well, I'm bored with this, I'm going to hop on to the next thing.
Yeah, I guarantee you if they had like a battle pass for Splatoon, they'd probably like it. I think they would. Because it's like you get all these activities to do, so you're not so fucking bored playing multiplayer. And I mean, the thing that's going for the multiplayer is just right now is the weapons, the gear, and stuff. So it gives you something to do while you play the multiplayer, and then you get these, the currency. You buy these certain things. You get new weapons to experience with, and that is the heart of Splatoon: is to experience with all these different weapons that have all these different mechanics behind them, and you get all these cool looking gear sets to show off to your friends, and just to show off in general to, the Nintendo world per se.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all it will ever be.
And drawing, which I swear to God, there's some people take hours and hours and hours just to post one thing, and it looks. I mean, it obviously looks amazing, but still, it's like, damn.
I've seen everything from dick pics drawn to fucking straight up beautiful art that deserves to be in a museum. And inside that, and everything in between. I've seen shit.
Dick pics.
I have seen a literal drawn dick on Splatoon. Like, literal, like, pubes and the wrinkles on the nutsack and everything. I'm like,
just imagine, just walking your character over. You're gonna go to the weapon shop, and then you see this big hairy ball sack on a fucking character's wall. You're like, Nintendo, what are you doing?
I was just like, I'm not even mad. I'm actually impressed.
I'm actually impressed by this penis.
You spent like 5 hours drawing the perfectly phallic shaped dick with actual pubes and a wrinkly sack.
The fucking elephant looking thing.
And then, like, I saw somebody just drew like fan art of like the Octolings and all that shit in there.
That's a lot. Yeah, I usually see that. I see like poor drawings of it, and then I see good drawings of it.
Oh yeah.
But either way, it's
And you see a lot of the shameless self-promotion of like, check out my channel.
Uh, and then not only that, the thing I like about the Splatoon community is whenever they have a Splatfest, there's always people, picking their sides like mayonnaise and ketchup. They're like, fuck mayonnaise. And then it's like some that are just like, man, ketchup sucks. And they just write it all over their shit. I'm like, damn, like you guys are savage.
Yeah, I think one of mine is still like, check us out on Planet Unity. From back before we rebranded. That is how long it's been since I've touched Splatoon.
Was it the first one or the second one?
Second one.
Oh. I mean, I haven't touched the second one in some time because,
It was around Christmas when we did the live stream.
Oh, yeah.
That was the last time. That's the last time I touched it. And I probably should boot it up and just erase that by now. Or update it.
It's actually pretty convenient because when you want to delete games on, it actually archives it instead.
Oh yeah.
So it's a really convenient feature, but like again, how much can you store on a fucking Switch?
I mean, I have a 512 gigabyte SD card in there, so I can store a fuck ton.
Oh, that's another thing too. You can put those in. So I mean, when it comes to stock wise, there ain't much.
No.
But when it comes to like SDs and shit, yeah, you're covered.
Mm-hmm.
Which, thank you for not taking away our USB ports.
Looks at Apple and everybody else taking away jacks.
Yeah, like, I'm so disappointed in you, Apple. Take your fucking headphone jacks out. Like, what the hell? You self-promoting your wireless?
And they're not even bundling the fucking dongle anymore.
Wow. Yo, I seen that iPhone XR, I think it's called. Yeah. And it didn't even have the headphone jack. It looked almost identical to the X. It had like a different body style. So what they're doing is they're making it to like the SE, where it has like the body of a 5, but it has the computing power of like a 6. So I think they're going like, making iPhone that isn't too pricey. But,
so,
which is good, but still. Like,
so I saw a meme today, since we're shitting on Apple currently.
Yep.
iPhone XS max storage, 512 gigabytes, $1,450. PS4 Pro, $400. Xbox One X, $500. Switch, $300. $1,200 for every current generation console. Still less than a goddamn iPhone.
I still don't understand why people buy iPhones. Like, okay, I get people that buy iPhones, but I don't understand the people that go to those expos and like, oh, the iPhone just came out. Let me check that out. Oh, it looks the same. Shit. Like,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, there's a reason
it's like disappointing at the same time, especially if you're like an Apple fan. You're like, what is there to go about?
I just paid off my last one, and now there's a new one, and now I gotta follow the herd.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like 3DSs in the way.
Oh, yeah.
3DSs were like that too. Hey, here's a 3DS XL. Here is the new 3DS. Oh, here's the new 3DS XL. And it's like,
here's a new 2DS XL. Here's
yeah.
It's ridiculous, and it's something Nintendo and Apple really have in common, and hopefully in the future it changes, but one thing I will give Apple credit for is at least they have current technology in their phone this time. They have HDR technology. They have, fucking... It looks
I heard about them.
It looks like basically 4K on their phone. I'm like, clap, clap, clap. I'm still not dropping it over $1,000 for a goddamn iPhone.
I mean, technically, it's like $700.
Oh, yeah. I don't need the maximum storage. I don't need all that,
500 gigabytes. Like,
Okay, if you're shooting fucking vlogs constantly.
Yeah, like, no, I'm not going to be sitting there.
I get
500 gigs.
I could see the need for 512 gigabytes. I could see the need for a literal hard drive on my phone.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to feel bad for Red. He's going to have to do a lot of editing.
Yeah.
Like, we're just like shooting the shit right now.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
But that's definitely one thing that they'll have, and I can't say the same for Nintendo here. I wonder if by next time at E3 we'll have the Switch remade, like we do with a lot of these consoles, and see it, with at least 1080p or maybe 4K.
You know what I want to see from Nintendo? An actual fucking console. That's what I want. That's all I want, okay? Just a console.
Not a hybrid. You just want a regular console.
No, I don't like these hybrids because I like the idea, but at the same time, I miss, when was the last time we actually had a console from Nintendo? And don't say the Wii U, because that was a hybrid too.
It technically was. I'd say the Wii, but even then, it was still bordering on hybrid.
Yep, because the controls.
Yep.
I just want a controller, okay? Because I swear to God, I hate these. And here's the problem. And this is what they resort to. Oh, buy our
buy our
Switch
Pro controller.
Pro. I'm like, no. Why don't you just give me an actual decent fucking controller? Like, I swear to God, these controllers are not well made at all. Because when I'm, I use the analogs on them and I point straight, it's not pointing straight in the game. It's like pointing like crooked and stuff. It's like the engineering behind this is kind of crappy. And it's just like, ugh.
Yeah,
I'll play Monster Hunter and, I'm pointing straight and like I hit the monster, but I'm crooked and I'm just like, oh, I missed the shot because the controller isn't really calibrated or lined up correctly. It's just like, this is why I just want a controller. It's like, give me an Xbox controller or a PS4 controller. I don't care.
Right. And that's one thing that I will say PC has the advantage on everything. Because it doesn't matter if you like mouse and keyboard. Doesn't matter if you like doesn't matter if you like a PS4 controller. Doesn't matter if you like a fucking Xbox controller. Doesn't matter if you like a Switch controller. They all fucking work on it.
Yeah. And actually, I think the universal controller on PC is actually the 360 controller, if I'm correct. It was
just Xbox controller, technically.
Yeah, I was like, damn. Interesting fact about the PS4 controllers working on Steam, you can actually change their colors, which I found actually really intriguing why they don't have that feature on the PS4.
Right?
It actually puzzles me a lot. It's just like customization is a pretty big factor in games today.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, look at Fortnite. What does it run off of? Customization.
Exactly. PUBG, customization, anything like that.
You get a game that gives you hours, but it rewards you with customization.
My Bixby just tried to download PUBG Mobile because I mentioned PUBG.
Bixby. I thought Bixby was a dead feature on Samsung's.
It really is. Mine's still active because I use it to check the weather and shit.
No, yeah. I still check the weather too. Wouldn't you want to know if it's gonna rain or not? If you're walking outside, what the fuck?
But I also have Alexa over there, my subservient bitch.
Hey, is the NSA spying on me? What is the NSA?
No, she just shuts down. But anyway, let's wrap this up before Red commits suicide in the chair. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Peace.